Hey guys, Carlton Williams grew up in the city and he's held multiple jobs in Philadelphia in multiple administrations. Mayor Parker has chosen him as managing director, replacing Adam Teal. Well, I talked to Williams about taking on the new role, how he handled another big job in the spotlight, and what's on his plate right now. Over the years, you've seen Carlton Williams in a string of roles dealing with snow and trash and parks and more. Now he's in his biggest role yet with the city as the new managing director, where he says you'll continue to see him.
My relationships with block captains and community organizers actually defines and makes me who I am because they have a relationship with me. They can call me to get things done, whether it be fixing a pothole or picking up the trash or anything that they need to get through government. I like to have that direct relationship with people.
I sat down with Williams for his first TV interview since he took over the role described as the city's chief operating officer. A slew of departments will now report to Williams, including ones he led before. In the Nutter administration, he headed up the city's licenses and inspections, or L&I office, while its operation was under scrutiny and during the deadly collapse of a building at 22nd and Market in 2013. Now he oversees L&I again as a managing director.
Why should residents believe that you are up to it?
First of all, let me tell you that it was a tragedy that I haven't forgotten. Throughout my entire career, you know, I look back at that moment in that area, and I remember the sadness and the pain that was caused by that day.
Williams says after that collapse, the city made changes, including to demolition standards, implemented a construction task force and compliance division, and created new signage for construction sites.
I'm saddened that, and I'm always going to remember what happened on 22nd and Market Street, but what I've learned, the lessons learned from that made Philadelphia a better place by the things that we had to put in place to ensure that those tragedies don't happen again.
Do you feel like you as a manager are different than you were then?
Absolutely. It was eye-opening.
Williams talked about the importance of taking responsibility and being proactive and responsive to the needs of citizens. Among the tasks ahead for Williams, getting a new waste contract approved by City Council, where there's been some resistance to continuing to send some of Philadelphia's trash to be incinerated at a facility in Chester. He argues the contract is the better option.
So you're still going to have the problems down in Chester while we've exacerbated the problems here in Philadelphia by taking it to landfills.
So what happens if City Council rejects the contract?
If they reject the contract, then we start the process all over again.
Now, under Carlton Williams, there will be a change in terms of who the managing director oversees. The job he had most recently, a cabinet-level job as the city's first director of Clean and Green, that job will now report to Williams. And there's a lot more to my interview. You'll be able to see more on an upcoming episode of Battleground Politics and on NBC 10 at Issue. Lena?